Yes, guys, big up everyone. How's everyone doing? It is Tuesday afternoon. You know what that means, guys. It's another transfer rumour gossip video, guys. I hope everyone's doing well on this Tuesday afternoon. And everyone had a great bank holiday jubilee weekend. Whatever you did, guys, I hope you had a great bank holiday, guys. Yeah, we've got some more. We've got some more stuff to talk about today, guys. But before I get on to that, please don't forget to go and like this video, guys. Make sure you hit the like button, smash that like button up, and don't forget, guys, please subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 2K. We've just gone past one and a half. We're almost on our way to 2K, guys. So I want to try and get to 2K subs before the beginning of the season, guys. So I want to try and get to 2K subs before the beginning of the season. We're over 1.5K now. I believe it's possible. I do believe it's possible. The amount of videos I do churn out every single day, I do believe it's a possibility to get to 2K before the 6th of August when the season starts. Also, don't forget, guys, this channel is now monetized, so you can super chat if you wish to do so. And also, guys, you become a member of the Jamie Phillips channel, guys. So if you want to join membership, there is a link at the top, pinned at the top of the live chat, guys. There is a link there. Also, there is a join button underneath this screen where I'm talking right now, guys, next to the subscribe button. Also, there's a join button on my YouTube channel page. If you go to my YouTube channel page, you'll see the join button there. If you want to join membership and become a Team OG member on the Jamie Phillips football chat for only £1.99 a month, guys. So that's all there as well, guys, if you're all interested. But we'll start to get on with this show right now. Big up, Matthew. I hope you're doing well, mate. I've got to work and talk about soon. Ali now, big up, Jamie. Ramsey done, Cavalier done. The next one will be an attacker. And Jamie, I've heard we've asked Bayern to include Gabriel and deal for Mane full, so I want two attackers, a winger like Gabriel and a striker like Nunes. Pablo in the house. All right, Jamie, good morning, mate. Hope you're having a good morning so far. Don't worry, I made sure to go to sleep last night for the show. Oh, yeah, you're good, mate. You can come in whenever you like. Man City and Liverpool are interested in Saka. Yeah, I mean, we're interested. I think what they're doing with the Saka thing, big afternoon. Shout out to Captain Sal. How you doing well, mate? Says hello, Jamie in chat. Yeah, the thing with the Saka deal, I think City and Liverpool are just watching closely what he does with his contract. I believe he's got 2 years left in his contract. I've said it for a while now. If Saka don't sign a contract by January next year, if he don't sign a contract by January next year, I think it'll alert Liverpool and Man City to his availability, and you can get him on either cheaper deal by that time as well. So, but then I'm hearing news at the moment. I can't believe this, that they're going to pay Saka a brand new contract over 200 grand a week. It's madness. It's absolute. We're going to get to like problems in our team about wages, but playing someone like Saka over 200k a week, for me, it's just madness. He's not proved anything yet to be a 200 grand a week footballer. It's just mad. The world is going. Wages are out of control. Wages are out of control. Big up, Jared. How you doing, my friend? Doesn't Saka have 2 years left in his deal? He certainly does. If he doesn't re-sign, we'll go for him next summer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I reckon by the January, if Saka's deal's not, looks like it's going to be sorted on his contract, and by January, I think City and Liverpool go pounce. His agents already is going to tell him as well to, City and Liverpool want you, just hold off. Saka with 1 year left in his deal. Next year could be an option to replace Mo if he leaves. Yeah, exactly. Jamie Fulton Ramsey looks like it will be done this week. Yeah, we're going to get all to that talk, guys. We're going to get to the Ramsey chat. All the good stuff going on today, guys. There's lots to talk about on the show today, so we'll go have a good old discussion on the show today, talking about the transfer window, wage problem. We're also going to talk about Jurgen Klopp. Is Jurgen Klopp too loyal? Because obviously we've seen James Milner has signed a new contract, 1 year deal. He's 37 years of age, obviously, so there's a lot of unhappy Liverpool fans in the world, shall we say, right now. It's balmy, but we're going to talk about it. Good afternoon, John Conway, who is a Team OG member. Big up John Conway in the house. Does that mean Mo leaves next season if we're getting Núñez in Gnabry? Maybe. 10 out of 10 window, Ramsey, Carvalho, Gnabry, Núñez. If we can get Núñez, I'd go for Nkunku is valued at 50 million. I just don't think we're going to get Nkunku. I'm telling you now. Tavarian in the house. Hi, bro. Good afternoon. Big up to you as well, my Team OG member. Savage, you know, hit the like button, you bums. Big up, Jay. I hope you and the family good. We're good, mate. We're good. We're good. How are you, fella? Yeah, we're going to talk about some stuff, guys. Today we have got to talk about some stuff. Black Hammer in the house. How you doing, my friend? Fernandinho, 2021-22, 58 games, 3,299 minutes versus Milner, 2021-22, 58 games, 4,460 minutes. That comes to 13 more full games than Fernandinho. That's crazy. That's mad. Bless up, Jamie. All good in your hood. All good, my friend. Set up, fellas and lassies. England versus Germany today. Yes, I've got the watch along tonight of England versus Germany, guys. So make sure you're tuned into this channel at 7:40 p.m. tonight, guys. So I will be doing the watch along for England versus Germany, or Germany versus England, however you want to say it. Yeah, I think Germany are at home, aren't they? Núñez, Gnabry this season, Saka and Jude next season. Mo gone on my lunch break. Big up Edward. We can't expect teams to conservate wages as we are. That's modern football now. I agree. Saka has 2 years left. A 1 year extension can be triggered by Arsenal. I'll be here tonight. Big up Pablo. I can see us getting Núñez, getting Ramsey, Núñez and Bowen. I don't know why, but I feel we'll end up getting Gavi. I'm not sure about the Gavi thing, because apparently I've heard that Barcelona are very close to signing his new contract, and they're going to come out this week or something. But let's get on with James. Let's get on with James Milner first, guys. Let's get on with James Milner. James Milner put out on his Instagram. Don't know if anyone saw it. So this is from James Milner himself. So you are stuck with me for another year's season. Then laughing emoji, because he knows, don't he? In all seriousness, I've always been able to play professional football. It's a huge privilege. Playing for a club like Liverpool makes that case even more so. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to extend my contract for another year. This group of players are hungry for more, and I hope to play my part in helping them achieve that. So I think this is the bit where I'm supposed to say I'm looking forward to another pre-season. Yeah, I'm genuinely appreciative of all the support, and will do all my best to play it. You'll never walk alone. So, as we know, Jimmy Milner. I love James Milner. I don't care what anyone's going to say. I love James Milner. And so the rumours are he's signed a 1 year extension, 1 year contract, and he's taken a very big wage cut. Now, the rumours are he's on between 60 and 80 grand a week in them wage cuts. There's no official figure out yet. And so I think I believe he was on 160, 180 grand a week. And everyone was a bit worried that if Milner signs a new contract, he's going to stay on them wage demands. Now, that obviously doesn't look like that's the factor. It looks like he's going to come down from them wage demands by quite a heavy sum. I think Paul Joyce put out that he's come down quite a way in his wage structure, in his wage demands to stay at the club for another year, understanding that, you know, he's 37. He can't be on 160, 180 grand a week. The rumours on he's on between 60 and 80 grand a week. So if that is the case, he's on that 80 grand a week for a year. It's not the end of the world, in my opinion. It's not the end of the world. I know a lot of people are a bit upset with the Milner staying, and some ways I can understand why. I can understand why some people might be a little bit upset with James Milner staying. People will see that it takes up a space in the team, especially in the homegrown area, where you can go and get a player, you know, a player in that midfield area that might be a homegrown, or like a Serge Gnabry. Yeah, Serge Gnabry is apparently, he'll be classed as homegrown because he came from Arsenal. You know, went Arsenal, West Brom. You know, so it counts as homegrown. So Milner takes that spot up. So I can understand people's upset with that. I really can. I do understand it. And this is also where I get my thing from. Like, everyone's going FSG, what you're doing, you can't extend Salah's contract, but you'll give him James Milner, who's 37 at the end of his career, a new contract. But this is where I keep saying, I think we've got to stop blaming the ownership all the time and look at the man who's totally in charge, and that's Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp is the man in charge. That's not put any ways about this. Jurgen Klopp's the man in charge. Jurgen Klopp came out numerous times last season, especially towards the end of the season, telling us in press conferences that he wants James Milner to stay to another year. He was desperate for James Milner to stay at this club for another year. He said he spoke to the board, he spoke to FSG and all that, and said he put his demands to them that he wishes for James Milner to stay for another year. Now, obviously, Klopp knew it won't be on the same wage structure. He'd have to come down in wages and all that sort of stuff. So he knows what he's talking about. When everyone goes, I see on social media, everyone go, "Oh, FSG, what are they doing?" They're just, you've got to look at the man in charge as well. Jurgen Klopp is the man in charge, and that's why I've also titled this video, "Is Jurgen Klopp too loyal?" Is Jurgen Klopp too loyal sometimes? Now, we've gone through this season, and I know a lot of people said we had the best squad we've ever had as a Liverpool fan, if you're a certain age. Yeah, if you're a certain age, you're saying this is the best squad Liverpool have ever had in a long time. And at the same time, them same fans are saying we still didn't rotate the team enough. Now, I've been on a few YouTube channels through the season, other Liverpool channels and all that. And when you get to talk about Tsimikas comes up. You know, Tsimikas comes up in conversations. Tsimikas should be playing more. Why isn't Tsimikas playing more? Robbo was out of form. Tsimikas came in and was in banging form, and there was no reason for him to come out of the team when Robbo came back in. I've seen that said a lot of times before this season, and that's why I'm saying, is Klopp too loyal? Is Klopp too loyal to his original sergeants on the pitch? You know, Klopp's a general. He's got his sergeants and his warriors on the pitch. Is he sometimes too loyal to them, where he doesn't trust? Maybe he still does. He not? Does he put a? Could you put your hand on your heart and say Jurgen Klopp 100% trusts Tsimikas to do a job for Liverpool Football Club constantly? Because, look, we all know Robbo was out of form. We was all crying for Tsimikas to come in. Tsimikas came in, and Tsimikas was in excellent form. And then I've seen a lot of people say, I think even I said it on one of my videos probably, like, Tsimikas didn't deserve to come out of the team for Robbo to come back in, because he was in good form. I always think play the players in form, and he's a quality. Look, the quality gap between Tsimikas and Robbo is not that big. It's not like Robbo's here and Tsimikas is down here, is it? It's a bit. It's like that. There's not a lot of difference, and so you got to start ask again: is Klopp too loyal? Is he too loyal to his sergeants? Hendo, I love Henderson. I won't have a bad word said about Jordan Henderson, right? As a person, for me, he's the best captain and leader in England in the Premier League by quite a mile. By the way, by quite a mile. He's a tremendous leader on and off the pitch. So I won't have a bad word said about Jordan Henderson like that. But even as a footballer, I think Henderson is more important to the team than a lot of people give him credit for. You know, Jordan Henderson is the reason why Trent can get forward. Yeah. If you didn't have Jordan Henderson in that area, the midfield area, Trent couldn't get forward as much. But at the same time, Jordan Henderson hasn't got the legs to play every single Premier League game and keep running into them Trent positions constantly. You know, to get into them Trent positions constantly and cover Trent's position. That's why sometimes this season we watched and Jordan was not really where he meant to be defending wise. And that is and that's because he just ain't got the legs to do a full, you know, all the time there. Jordan's got to come in and out of games sometimes, but still be very pivotal to this team. Very pivotal to this team at the same time. But Jordan plays all the big games. If you've got a big game, if we've got a big game, we've got a Man City, a Man United, and a Real Madrid, a Barcelona, I don't know, a Chelsea or something like that, Jordan Henderson will probably be picked in that midfield. Now, I don't think it's a bad thing all the time, but I want to debate this. This is why I'm bringing the question up to you guys in the chat and everyone else watching this. It's a debate. I like doing these debates, and I'm just putting the question out there. By the way, when I put these questions out there, guys, this is not me actually believing it. I'm just putting a question out there for everyone to debate about and put around. So when we talk about Hendo playing these games, he's always going to play the big games under Klopp. And this is why I say, is Klopp too loyal to that player, to these players sometimes? Could Naby Keita actually have played more this season? Because the rumour is Naby Keita wasn't that injured this season. He was available for a lot of the season, but Jurgen chose not to put him in certain positions. Look, in the Champions League final, we went with a 70% fit Thiago over 100% Naby Keita. I think that tells you everything you need to know. And yes, Thiago is a generational talent. He's a world-class talent, so I can understand the 70% Thiago is probably better than 100% Keita. I understand that. But me and Savage say, everyone knows Savage reactions on this channel. He's on a lot. Everyone knows Savage, and he talks really good about the game. You know, he's a very good talker about the game, probably better than me. And me and him have both discussed this before, where I don't think you have to play players in certain games. I think you have to choose your battle to win that war, if you know what I mean. So we all know Trent is one of the best right backs in world football. He's not even that. He's just a tremendous footballer, full stop, yeah? But in certain games, I don't think it would hurt if Trent came out and you put Joey G at right back for a certain games this season. In certain areas that would benefit us better to win that football match. I don't think that's a bad thing to say. That don't mean all of a sudden, Trent's terrible. That just means you're using the squad correctly in correct scenarios to get 3 points. Because at the end of the day, all that matters is 3 points. It doesn't matter how you get them. You just get 3 points. That is all that matters. And that's what I'm putting out there to you guys. Is Jurgen Klopp sometimes too loyal? This is the whole thing about this video today. As I say, with Jimmy Milner's contract extension, let's get this right. That was mostly done because of Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp wanted Milner. He came out in press conferences. You can find clips of it all over social media. Jurgen Klopp talking about wanting Jordan Henderson desperately to stay. James Milner desperately to stay next season. He also did the same thing with Jordan Henderson. Now, my first ever video, which by the way is complete trash, because I never did YouTube before, and I'm talking like that, and I'm really crap at it. But my first ever video on YouTube, on my channel, was about the Jordan contract extension. Now, last summer, I remember people going off their nut that FSG weren't going to offer Jordan Henderson a new contract because he's our captain. I remember everyone going off their nut. I mean, I was on Coppish, one of the biggest Liverpool channels you will find. I was on there. People were talking about it. FSG are about wrong if they don't sign Jordan Henderson up. I was on Red. I saw it on Redmen TV, the biggest Liverpool channel. You know, I saw it on the Anfield Wrap. Everyone was saying it'd be wrong for FSG not to give, like, people calling in or live chatting like you guys saying it'd be wrong for FSG not to give Jordan. How can you not give our captain a brand new contract? And then I did a video about it. So my first ever video about anything on YouTube on my channel was about the Jordan Henderson contract. And I said, I sort of understood where FSG were coming from at the time. Jordan was very injury prone that season. He had a lot of injuries, kept getting muscle injuries a lot of the time. You could see his legs weren't quite what they were. He was slowing down a bit. And I could understand why they were thinking about not giving him a mega bucks deal. Now, fast forward through this season, you get the fan base are very 50-50 on Jordan Henderson. 100% the fan base all agrees Jordan Henderson is a world-class leader and captain. You won't find a Liverpool fan who will disagree on that, I doubt. think we're all 100% on Jordan Henderson, the man. You know, Jordan Henderson, the man, the captain, the leader. I think we're all 100% on it that there is no one better, yeah, in the league. But as a player for Liverpool Football Club, I think the fan base is split down the middle, 50-50. Some think he's gone, he's had it. I know Jamrock personally. Jamrock, a great supporter of the show as well. Being Jamrock and Lee, I've seen Jamrock's comments. He thinks, you know, Henderson, we need to start shifting the players like Henderson and Milner at this club to get these new players in. Because a lot of people like myself, I love Jordan Henderson. I don't want to see Jordan Henderson going anywhere. I love Hendo. I don't want to see him going. I'd like Hendo to retire at Liverpool. I'm going to say it right now. It wouldn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I don't think Hendo takes up a space in the team. I think he's got a position in the team. And I think you need players like that around in your squad. But a lot of the fan base think Hendo takes up. We can't progress as a team while we still keep the likes of Henderson and Milner around in the squad. So that's why I'm coming to it is Klopp too loyal. Now, it might not be loyalty as such. I might have worded that wrong. It might be favouritism. It might be favouritism. Is he, you know, has he got his favourites and, you know, he sticks by them, he trusts them 110%. No, 110, completely and utterly trusts them to do what he wants to do, to go into battle every single week. He's got his collective group and he knows I trust them 100%. I know I've got quality backup, but I'm just not quite fully trusting them just yet. And I know this does a lot of people's heads in and think, you know, Klopp's just got to get out of that stubbornness a little bit and just, you know, let them thrive and let them go a little bit. Now, again, this is not me saying Klopp's right, Klopp's wrong. I'm just putting a debate out there for you guys to discuss. I'm not agreeing with this, by the way. I'm not saying Klopp is loyal or favouritism or anything like this. Oh, what I'm doing, I'm just putting something out there that I know people are talking about at the moment. I know people are talking about this out in the world at the moment. So I thought, I've got a YouTube channel. Let's bring it to the guys on here. I've got one. For me, I've got the best community, the best fans, Liverpool fans on YouTube on this channel. And I trust all of you guys. And I know you guys won't be silly. You won't be childish. You'll come up with good adult debates about it. And we'll have a good conversation about it. That's why I'm bringing it up to you guys, because you guys rule. So it's not me saying I believe all this. I'm just putting it out in the atmosphere. Because everyone knows my stance. You know, everyone calls me an FSG mark. Oh, Jamie Phillips is an FSG mark. He loves FSGs. Everything. You only got to go on channels like Coppish and look at the live chat on Coppish when I'm on there. And you go, oh, it's Jamie again. Oh, he loves FSGs. Right up John Henry's arse. All this stuff. You know, so I'll get used to that. It's not the truth whatsoever. I'm a Liverpool Football Club fan. I just want the best of Liverpool Football Club. But, yeah, so I'm just putting it out there, guys, for you to check it out. I'm going to get all to your comments now because I've rabbited on a little bit, and I'm going to get to your comments and see what you say, guys. Stephen Duffy, though. Big up, Stephen Duffy, becoming a Team OG member on the Jamie Phillips Football Chats. Big up, my friend. Thank you very, very much. And, you know, to let everyone know, you know, what your memberships does to the channel, it helps this channel improve and get better and better. Better lighting, better cameras, better microphones, plastic surgery. No, I'm joking about that. But other than everything else, that is what's going to improve it. So you can know your membership money is going to a good place, guys. I promise you. Thank you very much, Stephen Duffy. You absolute legend. Let me get up to these comments because I rabbited on a little bit and I want to see what you guys are saying. Let me get to where I was. Right, Trudon, that's where I was. Sacked off loose women for you, Jamie. Thank you, Trudon. I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative of that, my friend. Saka and Jan, if we don't get a right wing this summer, says Black Hammer. Interesting. Hams and Milner is going to help the youngsters like Harvey, Carvalho, Ramsey, Jones, Kate Gordon. It'll be a huge person in the dressing room. I agree. Totally agree with that, my friend. I really do. Stephen Owens, big up Stephen Owens this afternoon. Luke from the 1892 Reds podcast, guys. Go and check them out, guys, if you've not checked them out already. Any mods in the house? Pablo, if you're in the house, could you put up their YouTube channel in the live chat so people can go and click that and subscribe to them? Great people over there. Pablo says, well, if we think about Jamie, Adrian is going this summer and he was the hype motivational player in the dressing room. Could Klopp be saying to Milner, listen, you won't play but a lot, but you know, yeah, I can understand that. I really can. Daz Chester City, Sports Watching FC are interested in Saka. Daz Chester City are interested in Saka. Liverpool ain't getting involved in the bidding war with City. That is very true. That is very, very true. He has the role in the dressing room guy now, I guess. Yes. Karen in the house, how you doing? Morning, Jamie, mate. Morning to you. Milner is the best free transfer for another year. Great versatility, great experience, no problem whatsoever. Will help the younger players going through a great business from Liverpool. I agree. Look, I love Jimmy Milner. I think it's a good deal keeping James Milner around in the team. But I also know at the same time there's probably people in the chat today, subscribers of my channel, that will think the likes of Milner and Hendo have maybe had their time. We should move them on to get fresher blood into the team, and I can still understand that as well at the same time. As long as Millie is staying and has no impact of us in a couple more midfields, I'm okay with it, says Captain Sal. Jamie, isn't it weird that only Paul George tweets about Liverpool news and James Pearce shuts it down? Why? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, I would trust Paul Joyce more than anyone when it comes to transfer news to Liverpool. I'm okay with Milner staying one more year, says Edward. His experience is invaluable. His work ethic and standards will rub off the youngsters. Exactly. The fan base needs to get off Millie's back. He brings experience, leadership, and he's good backup such utility man to close out games. Veterans are important to the squad, and nothing to do with the FSG for this. Yeah, exactly. I agree, my friend. I agree. James Milner is very important to keep around. Very important. Klopp wanted Milner to stay, not FSG. Exactly. Milner as Klopp nudes. That's why he won't leave. That's true, Tom. Yes, he is, in my opinion. Milner has a great work ethic and attitude and rubs off, especially on the youngsters. He can also hold multiple positions as backup, says Stephen Owens. And Golo and Mbappe, I think we'll miss Gavi, and Barcelona's giving him a huge contract extension. Yeah, look, with the Gavi stuff, guys, Barcelona are going to give this 17-year-old kid a contract you've never seen in your life. And then they're going to put £1 billion release clause on him. Why Barcelona players sign these contracts, I don't know. Why would you want to be tied down to a club for the rest of your life? £1 billion release clause. It's probably going to be like a 7-year contract as well. A bit like João Felix signed at Atletico Madrid. I think João Felix signed like a 6 or 7 year contract at Atletico Madrid with a ridiculous buyout clause that no one's ever going to pay. And that's why he's stuck there. He's stuck in purgatory. So happy, Millie staying. I can see him transition into a coaching role. To be fair with the coaching role stuff, I've never ever really heard Milner come out and say he wants to be a coach. I've only ever heard Milner say he wants to be a footballer. I mean, if he does, and that's what he wants to do in the future, big up to him, good luck to him. I think he'd do well at it. But I've not ever heard him say that he wants to do that, to be fair. Not consistently, no. But Jamie, if they give Milner a new deal and Naby a new deal, but not by a sentiment, I will be annoyed. You ready to be annoyed? I'm elated Milner staying. Remember Arsenal years back allowing players to leave, destroying the club, winning culture. They need generals on the pitch and the dressing room. This is a FIFA, EKO. Beautiful, Jimi Hendrix. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, he's too low. Great attribute. But as trust develops between the new players and Klopp, the player will play. Look how fast Canate and Diaz came to the fold. I totally agree. Yeah, as I'm saying, guys, don't think I'm thinking that he's too loyal. This is just a debate. I'm just a quiz host and putting out that debate. Basically, that's all it is. That's all it is. I'm playing devil's advocate most of the time. Big up Jamie and big up everyone. Big up yourself, EKO, and that beautiful Jimi Hendrix picture. Problem with Hendo's is, as you said, his legs are going, Jamie. Ivan LFC in the house. Big up Ivan. Damn, those false teeth are cool. Full. Thank you. Cheers. Appreciate it. Why would you comment that? Why would you comment that? Why? Don't need personal comments to comment, mate. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit harsh. Hendo and Fab has been overplayed in my opinion. Towards the end, we had to keep rotating him. Naby is not good enough for the big games. We need two new mids. I agree. That tells me Cater has to be sold, Jamie. Klopp doesn't trust him to perform. I agree. What was it, Stephen? Jamie, there was a hate comment. Ignore it, mate. Don't put it on Sky. I've already done it. It's all right. Look, Pablo, it's all right, mate. Look, people come for me all the time about my look and stuff like that. It annoys me, yeah. It annoys me, but you know what? In fact, you know what? Actually, mods, just block him. Just block him. Do you know what? I'm too nice for my own good sometimes. I'm too nice for my own good. Yeah, my teeth, I've got false teeth, and I'm doing what I can, guys. I'm doing what I can. I don't think it looks that bad. But yeah, mods, just block him. Just block him. I can't be arsed no more. I can't be arsed. I'm trying to have a nice community here with nice people. It does hurt my feelings, actually. It makes me quite emotional. So let's just get rid of it. Really, actually, it's upset me. So yeah, just block them, guys. I've had enough. I've had enough. Just block them. Just block that Dylan for me, guys. Someone do it for me because it's pissed me off, actually. Now I'm kind of think of it. It's not how a family works to be implode Red fan. Yeah, exactly. Too much over reliance on Trent. I agree. I remember it. And yeah, Millie should be offered a player coach a role 50k a week. I've said it too, Endo needed a new contract. I don't look at it as loyalty. I look at it as favouritism. Players should be picked on form, which is merit. There are also why players are overused and fall off at the end of the season, and midfield is bad, says Jared. And I sort of agree with that. I really do. I really do. You know, we have got holes in our squad that do need filling. Look, Salah got overused. Trent got overused. Did Robbo get overused? I mean, Tsimikas did play some games, but then Robbo looked shattered. So maybe he was overused. We went in every competition this season. To be fair, I think they're all knackered. It's an hard one. It's an hard one. Savage, being too low doesn't exist. He trusts the players he uses. Endo ain't always been a starter under Klopp. He just improved apart from Tsimikas. I understand all the moves. And I think that is intensity. I agree, Savage. I agree, my friend. Yes, he is, and I think that is what his downfall is in Madrid. Dortmund, sorry. Hendo, Fab, Elliot, Carvalho, keep them. Keep the rest can go. Not good enough. I agree with Jammer. These players, those legs need to be moved on, in my opinion. Obviously, Steve Duffy, who we saw earlier, is now a member of the channel. You guys can also be a member of the channel too. Just hit that join button, guys. Also, there's a link at the top, pinned at the top of the live chat, guys. Go and check it out. Big up Stephen Duffy and all the other members on my videos, on my channel, sorry. Get better players and Klopp will retreat. Trust me, the proof is there. Diaz and Jota, they challenged. They played. If Trent wasn't responsible for 75% of that creativity, he would be rotated. I agree with that as well. That's what I'm saying, guys. You come up with great debate points back at me and we can talk about it. This is what I love. This is what I love, guys. See, I mean, I've gone on channels before and spoke like this and I just get hate back. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it's all FSG. They're ruining the club. They're ruining the club. And It's like, that's not a debate. You're just making noise. You know what I mean? You're just making noise. That's just noise. Actually, like, look, you guys have all so far put adult, mature points, you know, and that's what this should be about. This is what this channel's about. You know, guys, I don't have hate. I don't have anything. I love all this. This is what I love. I can bring up an argument to you guys, and you guys can argue back with your points. All of them are good points. All of them are great points you make. Some I don't agree with. Some I agree with. Some of the stuff that I say you won't agree with. But what you guys do, you don't go, Jamie's talking shit, and press the unsubscribe button and go off. Now, what you guys do, and which I love all of you for, by the way, is that you come back and go, no, Jamie, maybe it's like this, maybe it's like that. And I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. I love having my mind changed. And also I love having people tell me things I might not know, and I'm learning off you as well. You know what I mean? I like all that, and that's what I'm here for, guys. That's what this channel's about for me. Get players that I've already read that. I don't agree with Hendo. Many type of players are born leaders. We need them. Look at Chelsea, United, and sometimes City. They lack a leader. Look at Madrid and Modric, Benzema, exactly. They won the Champions League. I agree with that, Pablo. You do need these leaders in your team. You certainly do. I've got so many chats to get through. This is where I was chatting away for half hour. Jurgen isn't perfect, but he makes the right subs at the right times mostly, yeah. Although, yeah, Jamie, having more faith with Taki for Salah and Curtis Thiago, for example, could be better at times. That's a nice point by 80s Reds. I agree with you, Jamie. I want both Milner and Hendo to retire at Liverpool. So do I. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it either. Don't see nothing wrong with it. Big up Steven. Managing at LFC is such a high level with Pep dominating, etc. It will be mad for me to think Klopp is being so trivial with things like favouritism and their jobs are always online at this level. Another great point from Savage there, as always. We have leaders all over the squad: Ali, Robbo, Verge, Hendo, Salah, etc. The Milner contract was unnecessary, says Mark. There you go. There's another point from Mark, and you know, he's made a nice point there, like Ali, Robbo, Virgil, Salah. So that's another good point. See, I'm not saying no one's wrong or right, guys. I just like your points. I think they're all good points. Pablo, like how Real Madrid has Modric as a veteran as his Hendos. Yep. In Klopp we trust. Exactly, Alan. Exactly. There's no one I would trust more to take this Liverpool team to wherever they need to be taken than Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp, for me, look, does he do some things wrong sometimes? Yes. Does every manager in the world do things wrong sometimes? Yes. Does Pep Guardiola, obviously arguably the greatest coach we've seen of a generation, balls things up a lot of the time? Yes. But what is it? 10% of the time, and then 90% of the time they get it right. So, yeah, of course, Klopp, sometimes you're thinking, Tsimikas should have played this game. Robbo looks dead. That's not the right substitution. What are you bringing Cater on for at this moment? You know, things like that, you can argue it. But 90% of the time, he gets it right. So, yeah, it's all managers, ain't it? But I wouldn't trust anyone more than Jurgen. With this squad, the way we're built, the way FSG run the club, there is no one I want running this football club more than Jurgen Klopp. No one. Jurgen Klopp is the man. And I'm not saying any different. No one can tell me Jurgen Klopp needs to leave. I have seen Liverpool fans saying Klopp needs to go if he's the reason that Milner stayed. I've actually seen that. And I can't believe I've seen it either. It's mad. And I think Klopp on podcast say again, yes, exactly. Klopp, we bloody trust. Millie has become one half player, but a very good one half player. Ensures that the team motivates, keeps them without doubt, and the coaching staff Endo will now go the same way. I agree. I mean, look at when Milner comes on in games now. What's the first thing he does? He targets the player that's causing us the most problem and just doesn't. Right into him straight away. Look at the FA Cup final when what's his name? I can't remember his bloody name now. Reece James. So Reece James was having a good game, Milner comes on the FA Cup final, completely does Reece James. You know, it was quite a bad tackle. Leaves a mark on him. You never saw Reece James for the rest of the game. That's what Milner's about. That's what Milner's about. Sometimes Klopp can be a little too sentimental, like Naby is getting a new contract apparently after a few months of a good season. But then look at Genie left, and he was Klopp's favourites. Yeah, that's another good point. I'm going to get to the Naby stuff in a minute because I've got a thing about Naby. I really have. I'd argue say our fans have become entitled to this point. This I can agree with. This I can agree with because of what we have accomplished under Klopp. The rotation can't be that bad. Our fan base want Klopp to be pet, but it won't happen. I agree with this. I do think if Man City didn't exist with their money, I don't think any Liverpool fan would be shouting anything about anything because we'd be winning everything. We can't compete with Manchester City on a financial basis. It's never going to happen, guys. Never going to happen. Man City could pay their whole squad 300 grand a week and up. Every single player in Man City squad can get paid 300 grand a week and up all the time. All right, no matter who comes in, the whole squad, every player. Liverpool can't compete with that. You just can't do it. Can't do it financially. So I do think if you take City out of the equation, I don't think we have much to moan about. I really don't. Are we years, like not light years, but we're in front of Chelsea. We're a few years in front of Man United in the way they're doing things. Tottenham, probably the up and comers. But when I look at Tottenham at the moment, I think Tottenham's all about short-term gain. I think that's what Spurs are about at the moment. You look at the players they're interested in trying to buy. I mean, Kulusevski's still a loan deal. That's not actually a transfer yet. I think they built, and you know, from Inter Milan, he's going to be 34 when the season starts. So yeah, Conte's a short-term option, and you never know with Conte. He could just have an argument in the middle of the season and be gone. So you know, Spurs could be interesting next season, but apart from that, in Chelsea, I don't see no difference. And yeah, Liverpool City have got Haaland. And like, did anyone read that thing in The Athletic? Has anyone read The Athletic article about the Haaland deal? It costs 190 million. Everyone keep going on about with me about Haaland. Liverpool ain't a serious club. Why aren't we in for Haaland? And like I kept saying, I've said this many times, neither were Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Inter and AC Milan, Juventus, Barcelona, Liverpool, Man United. No one else was, but only Man City, because the deal for Haaland was around 190 million euros. And that's because it weren't just a transfer fee, as I keep trying to tell people. It was his signing on fee, and it was the money that went to his agent, the agent fee, and the fee that went to his father. The fee for his father and his agent was more than the transfer fee for Haaland at Dortmund. And then you go on about his wages. So all in all, it's around 190 to 200 million euro or pound, whatever you want to say, transfer. That's why Man City were the only ones, because they're the only ones at this moment in time with that money to be able to do it. Man United can't financially do that on one player at the moment. Barcelona definitely can't. Real Madrid have got all at the time had their eyes doing that on the Mbappe deal, but that went sour. So Man City came in and was able to basically do the Haaland deal with no competition, because the only one who could probably compete against Man City for that transfer was PSG and Real Madrid, but they were locked in this Mbappe war between the two of them. So City were the only other ones. That's why City got Haaland, because no one else could financially afford that financial package for Haaland. It's as simple as that. These people, Jamie, just want us to have sports washers as owners to hide their own insecurities. And no disrespect to him, well, actually, it's not being us a lot. Don Hussam is the biggest example of that. Ooh, Edward just went there. Edward just went there on Sam. But look, look, if everyone knows the Psalm and this is football, He's tremendous at what he does. I love watching him. He's so passionate. He's so passionate. You can't disagree with his passion. I think his passion is 100%. He loves the club. He wants the best for the club. He has different opinions to me. I mean, we've been on a few shows together with Coppish when we did the FSG in, FSG out debates, 2 debates over, I think it was last summer or the summer before. I think it was last summer. And we had these debates. And he's a good lad. I love Sam. I love watching This Is Football. I love his YouTube channel. I love his passion. But yeah, he has an opinion that's different to mine and some other people as well. But he has a strong opinion. And what I will say about him, he doesn't back down from his opinion either. He carries it forward, and I'll give all my respect to him for that. I really do. I think he's a great guy, and he's got a great YouTube show. You should check him out, guys. Very, very passionate fella. You won't be calling me a legend, Jane, when you hear my views on Cater and Jones. Stephen, I want to hear him. Stephen, you're a member, man. You can say whatever you like now. Can't do anything. You're a member. You're in. You're locked in. This is a good move. Nunes next as Gary. Doug in the house. Big up, Doug, putting up Luke and 1892 Reds podcast up there, guys. Go and check them out. That's the link for them, guys. 6 times in the house. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Pablo's put their link up as well. Big up, Pablo. Do you think we'll make a move for Saka this summer? Nah. I think Liverpool and City are going to wait to see what happens with his contract. I know he's got 2 seasons left. Apparently, he's got the same agent as Eddie Nketiah. And Eddie Nketiah just got paid $100,000 a week, which is madness, by the way. Absolute madness. And they're on about Saka could get $200,000 a week, guys. $200,000 a week. What's he done for 200? I think he's a very good talent. But at this moment in time, you're on about $200,000 a week. So, say Arsenal sign Saka up this summer, right? And they give him a 4-year deal, which gives him 6 years or 3 years on these 2 years what he's got now. So it's a 5-year deal, $200,000 a week. Come 2 years' time, Saka's going to want to double them wages, at least $300,000 to $400,000 a week. Easy. I mean, it's madness. It's absolute madness now. These. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. Wages for that sort of player used to be the elite level. Now they're like, not average, but just good. I mean, Saka's just good with great potential. And he's getting $200,000 a week if he signs his new contract. It's madness to me. Absolute madness. Sentiment and favoritism is how you overthrow is not how you overthrow City, says Mark. See, I'm all for your opinions, guys. I really am. Big up, Jay. 1892 or 1893. Jesus Christ. Cheers, Pablo. So, who is it that we are realistically signing this summer? I think we get Darwin Nunes. I legit think that's the transfer we're going to do now. I've been reading all the stuff online last night and this morning. It looks like Darwin Nunes is Liverpool's choice and Jurgen Klopp's choice. By the sounds of it, it's Jurgen Klopp's main choice is Darwin Nunes. But Benfica wants stupid money. And I don't want a player that's going to cost me... Darwin Nunes is not over £60 million. If we can get Darwin Nunes between the £50 and £60 million mark, that's around his price. Anything over £60 million, just walk away. Just walk away because he ain't worth that. Millie will be used as a smokescreen now, but he ain't taking no one's spot. FSG is our owners. We don't buy much. Big up Milner. I appreciate you. Much younger players do. That's for that fact. Yeah, I agree. Savage makes some excellent points, my friend, and I agree on all of them. Yo, Doug, afternoon. Dougie, hello. All obviously, Doug is a member as well, a Team OG member. Big up, Doug, at Football Channel, guys. Don't forget to go and give Doug a check out, guys, as well. I was on his channel last night. I think we went over 2 hours last night on Doug's channel, and Yeah, it's a good show. Good show. Looking back at everyone's season this season in all the 20 teams, and a good show. I got a bit of heat because I said Tuchel was. What is it I said about Tuchel now? I got a bit of heat from my Michael Talks Football. What did I say? I said Tuchel was a fraud. I said Tuchel was a fraud, and I got a bit of heat for it on Doug's channel. And I thought I ruined Doug's channel for a little bit, and because of me and Mike got into it a little bit. But I think it's all good. It's all love anyway. I like Michael. He's a good guy. But yeah, I still believe Tuchel's a fraud. I will stand by it. Don't know, Dalen, exactly just like Real Madrid leaders win no huge games like Hendo at Barca. Yeah. At Stephen Owen, sorry, I'm half awake at the afternoon. No, how you doing, my friend? No problem, Doug. Who do you think it will be the prominent front three next season? So the front three next season will probably be Salah, Diaz, and whoever we buy. And whoever we buy. I think it'd be Darwin Núñez. So I think it'd be Salah, Darwin Núñez, and Diaz. And then you still got Jota and Bobby as backups, ain't you? So when you look at that, we look a little light, maybe. Maybe we might look a little light. So you got Salah on the right, Diaz on the left, Darwin through the middle. And then you got Jota as a sub and Bobby as a sub. Jota can play on the left or the middle, and Bobby can only really play through the middle. So we're still a bit light on the right-hand side, so you do need another striker. Jake, we should make Lee Ryan, yeah. For some reason, everyone said I look like Lee Ryan yesterday as well, from Blue, apparently. The only difference is Modric is very technically gifted, but Henderson is not. Yeah, well, that's true, yeah. Is that the right channel, Savage? Do you have an NFC channel? No, that's Savage's channel. That's Pro Wrestling Savage. That's his channel. That's his channel. He does have a football one as well. Jamie, to be a great quiz host, the top 10 on the 10 ball. Warwick Davis is a brilliant host on that show. Sometimes top 10 Liverpool managers. Oh, on that, I'll get you. Yeah. 10 ball. I've seen it before. My wife loves quizzes. Oh, God. Aaron, I'm going to check. Aaron, I sent this is for you, Aaron. On the community tab, so I posted on my community tab, so it should be on somewhere on my community tab. If you go on there, I shared a YouTube channel for people that can't join memberships with Apple devices with iOS. So I know a lot of people can't join with iOS devices. So on my community tab, I shared a YouTube channel that shows you how to do it on iOS. If you go on there, you might find it and watch that little YouTube channel. If not, I'll share the YouTube channel on. Are you on Twitter, Aaron? Aaron, if you're on Twitter, let me know, and I'll share it to you on Twitter as well, so you can have a look at that. Delight Milner is staying. A lot of experience in dressing room. Ultimate professional, always fit too. Klopp just needs to play him in as much in Premier League, just in the cup games. I agree, Doug. Please be respectful. No arguments, Caroline. Yes, no, I won't be easy. Doug, mate, you okay, buddy? Great show yesterday. Enjoyed it. Yes, it's great. I think he's on a timeout, but I'll see if I can see if I him back and I'll block him. Big up, Edward. Hate comments must be girls allowed fans after you went on the whole Saints. Yeah, then girls allowed fans are after me. They're definitely after me, my friend. Done, Jamie. Big up, big up. Yeah, I just don't want negative crap on this channel. There's no need for it. You know what I mean? No need for it. Big up, guys. Well done. Jamie, ignore them, mate. They want airtime and reaction, mate. You do a great job. Big up. No, thank you very much, my friend. It's a reflection of themselves, Jamie. Everybody is just covering up for their own problems and can't all deal with them. Thank you very much, my friends. Stephen Duffy says, ignore the plank, Jamie. Don't have to explain yourself. reported the dingle. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate love, guys. Appreciate the love. I really do. Doug, good luck to wedding mate when it happened. Buddy, take it easy, my guy. Absolute dickhead, that guy. Cheers, backhammer. Millie will be a heck of a coach. He will be. I mean, if Milner wants to go into coaching, I mean, I've not heard him once say it, but if he does want to go into coaching, I think he has got the he has got what it looks like. He has got what it takes to be. Because he just loves football, don't he? But then I thought Jamie Carragher would be a coach or a manager, but he never wanted to do it. So please be respectful in the chat and to each other. Please enjoy the channel. Big up Ravi. And Liz is in the house, another Team OG member. Big up Liz. Hope you're doing well. Same with Ivan. Robbo, yeah, he looked over news. Can see Tim McCaff starting more games next season, as can I. Hey Liz, top mod in the house. Yeah, Liz is the lady, shall we say. Question, can you see Calvin Ramsey from Aberdeen happening? Yes, that looks like it's almost done. We're going to get to that. I'm just going to finish these chats. Hey, Liz. No, I think Ramsey's close. Hello, Ravi. Doug, Liz, how are you? You guys are chatting to each other. I'm just going to move it on, guys. What do you think of moving Trent to midfield? Not that he can't defend, but we're asking too much of him currently in terms of targeting that area. Well, with Ramsey coming in, let's just talk about it now. So Calvin Ramsey looks like it's done. So let me get to my page here. I've lost my page. Right, let me just get to my page here, guys. So Liverpool will look to tie up the transfer of Aberdeen right back Calvin Ramsey this week in a deal worth around £4 million. The 18-year-old has also informed the Scottish club he wants to move to Anfield. That comes from Paul Joyce. Liverpool set to sign Aberdeen right back Calvin Ramsey this week in a deal worth around £4 million. The 18-year-old has also informed the Scottish club he wants to move to Liverpool. Also Paul Joyce. So, you know, a lot coming out about Calvin Ramsey. I saw his stats somewhere. Jurgen Klopp wants Calvin Ramsey to be the understudy to Trent next season and has sanctioned the £4 million move plus add-ons to beat competition from England, Germany, and Italy for the 18-year-old. You know, basically Calvin Ramsey just saying he wants to move to Liverpool. There was a stat I think I had somewhere. I don't know if I've still got it. I don't think I have now. But Calvin Ramsey got 10 goals or assists last season for Aberdeen at right back. So for an 18-year-old to get 10 goals and assists from right back in the Scottish League last season is extremely good, in my opinion. If you've seen Ramsey play, guys, go and have a look at him play. He's very Trent-esque in his play. All equally to his defending, his attacking, his passing, his crossing. He's very Trent-esque. Not obviously Trent quality, because Trent's just, you know, in his different league, ain't he? Trent's in a different league where it comes to putting a ball where he wants it. But he's that type of player. And that's why look, if I saw Nico Williams play the other day for Wales in the final game against Ukraine, and Nico Williams was on some kind of different smoke. He looked fantastic. I'm like, where's this Nico? Why do we not see this Nico play for Liverpool? And he looked great. And I'm like, well, we just keep Nico. He looked fantastic. But then I think the difference is when you put that Liverpool top on, I do think the weight of the badge hangs very, very heavy around people's necks. I really do. And that Liverpool badge, I think, weighed just too heavy on Nico Williams. And to be fair to Nico, I don't think he ever played that badly. But the abuse he got online, I thought was disgusting. Especially when it's coming from your own fan base. I mean, what's that about? Why would you go on social media and call horrible names to a player that plays for your club? I mean, it makes no sense whatsoever. You know, he had to black out his Twitter that time and stuff like that, didn't he? The abuse he was getting. So I don't blame him for not being able to perform in the Liverpool shirt because of it. That the badge weighs heavy. And but when he played for Wales, he looks like he has more freedom. He's more happy. and he looked fantastic. I saw him play for Fulham a bit this season as well, and he looked good. Yeah, wherever Nico goes, if he goes to Fulham or stays at Liverpool, I hope most success. But yeah, I don't think he's a fullback. I think Nico Williams will eventually be used more further up the field as he gets older. I think you'll see him being pushed up the field a little bit more. But a very good player, and I think he's got the potential to be a very, very good player, Nico Williams. I really do. But with Ramsey looks like he's coming in. If Ramsey comes in, he will definitely play some games next season. If Jurgen Klopp's bringing him in to be an understudy to Trent, that means he's not going to be in the under-23s. He's 18 years old, but he's not going to be in the under-23s. Klopp obviously isn't good enough to put him straight in the first team squad. So we've got some young players there, guys. Calvin Ramsey, 18. You've got Curtis Jones. You've got Harvey Elliott. Kanate's young. You know, we've got some young, exciting talent there. Carvalho's young. We've got some young, exciting talent at this football club. We really have. But I think Trent will play a lot less football next season. Not to the extent that I see him playing probably most Premier League games. Or all it is, Trent don't have to complete every 90-minute football game now. You know, we've got 5 substitutions next season. Don't forget, the 5 substitution rule is going to be huge next season. Because what it is, when you had the 3 substitution rule, Klopp could never take Trent off. But with the 5 substitution rule next season, Trent can play 70 minutes, and then you can actually take him off, put Ramsey on for 20 minutes, and you've still got 4 substitutions left. Helps out so. I think this 5 substitution thing next season is going to help out so big to especially your big elite sides, but to every side in the Premier League. I don't think you'll see that many injuries next season. Because you've got 5 substitutions. You can almost change half your team in one game. You know, you've got 10 outfield players. You can literally change half them in one 90-minute match, which also means you don't have to risk injured players so much and things like that. I think you'll see a lot less injuries next season. I really do, because of the 5 substitution rule. But it's going to help out Liverpool massively, absolutely massively. That's a great signing, Doug. We both know our Scottish football mate, young talent, will help Scotland. Yeah, that's why I love this channel. Big up, Ivan. Thank you very much, my friend. I like the idea of Trent playing in midfield. I reckon he's Stevie G potential. Sterling's allowed to leave Manchester City. Would you take him back, Jamie? Approximately 55 minutes. I don't think you should ever go back to players that leave. It's a bit like your ex. When you break up with your ex-girlfriend or your ex-boyfriend or whatever it may be, you never take them back. You move on. You never go back to a time in your life when you weren't so happy. Do you know what I mean? You move on. So no, I've never been a fan of taking back players that leave football clubs. Midfield 3 of Fab, Thiago and Trent. Yeah, I can see it. I can also see. Right, we're going to talk about the midfield. I'm going to get through this chat and I'm going to talk about the midfield because I know a lot of people are concerned we're not going to buy a midfielder. So I'm just going to get through this chat. Jamie, I remember when I first watched your channel, you had around 100, 200 odd subscribers. And look at how you now make 1K mark plus super chat join button. Ignore the person shares. Big up, Noel. Thank you very much for being here from the start, Noel. Yeah, guys, I have got a goal of getting to 2,000 subscribers before the first day of the Premier League season. I believe the Premier League season starts on the 6th of August. I want to have 2,000 subscribers before we get to the 6th of August. I think I'm almost on 1,600 right now. I'm not far away from 1,600 right now. So it's almost like just over 400 subscribers I need from now till the 6th of August. I think I can do it because I put a video out every day. I go on long enough, you know, I did 2-hour shows. So I think I can do it. But I need you guys' help as well. So make sure you all subscribe to the channel. If you know people who might like this channel as well, go and give them an invite. Share the video out on your social media platforms, guys, and get everyone talking about this channel, guys, and bring them over. So I think I can do it. I'm going to work my arse off like you've never seen before to do it as well. This is why I like watching Jamie understand both sides of SG in and out. Exactly, Pablo. I listen to everything, man. There's no point having a one-dimension look at life. This is my opinion to everyone in the world. Anyway, anyone. Don't have a one-dimension look at life anyway. You've got to have a full understanding of everything's going on around you in the world. You've got to remember you're just one person on a planet full of billions of people. You know, your voice carries, but it helps if you understand everyone else's opinion at the same time. This is me getting deep. But I just look at life like that. You know, I have strong opinions. I'm a very opinionated person in my real life. You know, ask the wife, she'll tell you. I am a very opinionated person. But I do like listening to other people's opinions, and I do like learning. I love learning from other people at the same time. I always learn. I love learning, and if I think I can learn something, I want to listen to them, take it in, absorb it in, act like a sponge. You know, no one's opinion is the correct opinion. That's in my opinion. That's what I think anyway. I don't think you're ever too old to learn something new. You know, some people get set in their ways and look at things one-dimensionally. But when it comes to this football debate, especially Liverpool Football Club, especially FSG, because FSG is a massive thing in our lives. You know, FSG, I don't, apart from Man United, apart from the Glazers, I don't know if there's an ownership that's talked about so much than FSG by a fan base. But I look at both sides of the argument all the time. I'm not one-dimensional. I'm not just, right, I'm at FSG and I can't stand anything they do. And I don't care what they do going forward. I just want them gone. And I'm also not one of the ones who's just like, I love FSG. John W. Henry's done a great job. He saved us from this, that, and that. He can't do nothing. I sit right in the middle, like what they do on one side, don't like what they do on the other side, and then I like to bring it together and have a talk about it. You know what I mean? I think that's the best way of doing things. And same with Hendo Millie in and out. Hi Liz, hi Captain Sal, and Liz, hope you're okay. Pablo. Gerard says, if Klopp buys attacking creative goal scoring midfielders, we'll have more options because now opposition just block Trent and Robbo to cut the supplies, meaning that we need to be making perfect passes. That I agree. I do agree with. I think Carvalho's going to be one of the answers to that. I really do. I know. Okay. I hope you're having a good day so far. Yes, James Finkelman, it's extended. Liz, it's the best. Liz, it's the best news Liz has heard since her husband asked her to marry her. I believe so. Anyway, I think for Liz, apart from Liz getting married and having her children, I think this is the best news for Liz in a long time. Seeing her man James freaking Milner contract extension. Big up, Liz. All my love to Liz. Liz is great on the channel, guys. She's like the OG. She's the what should we call Liz? The mod mother. Should we call her the mod mother? That can be Liz's nickname, the mod mother. She's the mod mother. The grand mod mother. Yes, all good. Thanks, Pablo. As well. And Stephen Owens, look at that. Stephen Owens becoming a new member as well. Big up, Stephen Owens. Much respect and love, my friend, as you're on this channel. You support me so much and you've become a member as well. Stephen, I know you had in job interviews and all that, my man. I hope you can afford it all and everything. Big up to you, my friend. Big up. Much love to you. Much love to you, my friend. Hit the like button, people, please. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. We're on 40 likes, guys. Let's try and get the likes up a bit to 60, 70 at least. There's 82 people watching right now. Let's try and get these likes up to like 60, 70 likes. So if you're watching on your mobile or tablet or touchable device, just take your finger over to that thumb button right there and press. Keep pressing that thumb button, guys. And big up Stephen Owens as always, and big up Alan as well. Yeah, not everyone is perfect, but Klopp is clearly meant to be here and loves to see it. Yeah, exactly. Dave in the house. Hey, been day, I ain't seen you in a while. Endo becomes Milner, Taki becomes Origi, Ubu becomes Virgil. Some things are just set in stone. What a great comment. Great comment, Dave. How you been, fella? I ain't seen you in a while. And you come back with a tremendous comment like that. Endo becomes Milner, Taki becomes Origi, and Ibu becomes Virgil. Tremendous comment. Here you go. The mod mother, Liz Golden. Great to hear. No, I'm having a great day so far. Liz likes me calling her that, by the way. Big up Stephen Owens. Calvin Ramsey, in years to come, should he join Liverpool, which may look likely, will be a great player, brilliant young talent. One young player a year last season for Aberdeen. Yeah, he was young player of the year in Scotland, wasn't he? He was a tremendous player. You know, okay. At the top level of football, you need to be ruthless, and if we're generally being honest, Klopp is not. Said Adam, that's a fair point as well. I mean, you can argue that Klopp might be not ruthless enough. I think with Klopp, he's just that dad figure, ain't he? I mean, I think Pep is more ruthless than Klopp in a way. I do agree. But then I will say with Pep can afford to be more ruthless, in my opinion. I think Pep can afford to be more ruthless because whoever he gets rid of, he knows he's going to get the money to replace them. Where with Jurgen, maybe he can't be that ruthless because he knows he might not have the money to replace them, and that's why he keeps them around. So he decides, I'm going to keep them around and just coach them to the best of my potential to make them better. Maybe that's it. Maybe we're looking at it like that. Welcome members club, Steve Owens. Big up Graham, how you doing, my friend? Big up Jamie. Big up yourself, my friend. Hope you're doing well. New subscribers from us now. I've got my new job starting Monday. Shame I just got a 3K engine rebuild. Never walk like Stephen Owens. Big up to you, my friend. Everyone, congratulate Stephen for getting his new job in the chat, guys. I want to say congratulations for Stephen getting his new job. You know, in the climate we're in at the moment and things like that, it's becoming, we all know how hard it is just to feed our families at the moment. So, big up Stephen Owens, getting a new job. Big yourself up, my friend. Mini is good to bring on to closer game to protect the lead. I agree. Jamie, we can't let this summer go by without essential midfields. We're going to get to it. Agreed, Ali. Man City didn't get bought over the way they did years ago. Liverpool 100% take over English football. Yeah, exactly. Thanks for the welcome, guys. With Millie and possibly Naby signing new deals, I don't see us buying a new midfield, to be fair. Neither do I, and I'm going to talk about it in a minute. Captain Sal, I agree. His game management is excellent. He's not a star, but his salary reflects that. He's a true team player, exactly. I mean, how many players do you know, no matter of age, how many players do you know in the game this long signs a contract for far less money than they were originally on? It says a lot about James Milner. If Barcelona under Pep didn't exist, United would have won more Champions Leagues and maybe been tied with Liverpool, but it's all buts and maybes. It's true. Peace on the Paul, Jamie Ladd. Here's the cop. How you doing, my friend? Tell Cal that Jamie about Haaland. Yeah, I mean, Cal probably knows. I saw an article saying Haaland's getting 500k a week. He's going to get between 4 or 5. Yeah, no doubt about it. Will you be doing a live stream on the day the fixtures come out, mate, to break it down with us, guys? I certainly will. I think 9 a.m. ain't it? So I'll be live at 8:45 in the morning. It's going to be early. Haaland is a bit of a sick note. He is a bit. Does everyone talking about sick notes? Does everyone remember London's Burning? Do you remember where sick note with London's Burning? That where I just saw sick note come in. Here's at the cop. He must have watched it. Where I just saw the word sick note, it just took me back to London's Burning when that TV program back in the day. And there's a character in it called Sick Notes. And he was just so lazy he never wanted to work. Can you see Darwin Núñez happening? Yeah, I can see him. I can see it. I think it's only us and Man United, and I think we get it. Imagine being an expert in your field of work, yet some demand you walk just because of one decision. Never been the LFC way. I love our family, and some of us need to pause and breathe. Big up EKO and a beautiful Jimi Hendrix picture. I think it's Jimi Hendrix. I'm swear it is. Yeah, Hassan is really passionate. He is Hussam. Yeah, Hussam's really passionate. He's a passionate fella. I like him. Smash that like, subscribe, share channel. 78 of you watching. Edward P. Sports watching is the biggest threat to the game there is. There is no doubt about that. Madness that Eddie Nketiah got a 5-year deal. Luca is angry. Oh, I don't care about Luca. Man blocked me for no reason. Thing good stuff. Hit the like button, or Jamie starts to sing a song, sing along. I'll do a sing along anyway, Liz. I don't mind. What should we sing along to? What should we do a sing along to? Navigator has shown glimpses of what it can do. Hear me out, but it's too little, too late for me. I think we should cash in this summer. And Mbappe wants to PSG apparently if he gets his new deal. Then good, but if it doesn't, I think we need to cash in. And yes, he has been one of the improved players in the squad. I agree with everything Doug has said there. Jamie, we have slapped a 15 million price tag on Nico Williams, Calvin Ramsey soon. Yeah, I'd say Nico's worth 15 mil. I'd take it. Well, you know, he's a Welsh international. He's going to the World Cup. He performed very well for Wales in the international scene, and he played well for Fulham last season. 15 mil, British, about right. Froggy in the house. No one cared about sports washing when Chelsea and City stopped Man United from winning trophies. Now it's stopping us calm as a bitch. I don't know. I don't 100% agree with that, Froggy. I think I was always on about Chelsea. Always. Especially when you see where their money's come from now and what, you know, and all that sort of thing. Yeah. Froggy, I 70% agree with you, 30% disagree with you. I'll go with that, mate. I'll go with that. Got to go, James. That's for you. Great show, mate. Gave you a stream a like on the way in the horse. Big up, Niall. I want to see the recruitment team's choices for this summer. Maybe we've been hiding. Maybe something hidden up our sleeves. Yeah, I've got a feeling if we're going to buy anyone, it's someone we're not even talking about. I've just got that feeling. There's Doug's link to his channel, guys. Go and check him out. Nico going and play in the World Cup. So if you're not going to keep him, hopefully he gets a great. He plays great and get more money for him. Yeah, exactly. Joe, I got my birthday a Thiago FC shirt and Jordan Air Max shoes. Big up, Ali. Great prezzies, my friend. Great prezzies. Ali, that sounds like a great birthday. It certainly does, doesn't it? Don't want Nunez, not good enough for us. You know, Ravi, you're not the only one I've heard say that. I have not heard, you're not the first one I've heard say that, my friend. I've heard so many people say that. Tuchel is a fraud, laughing like he is. It's a total fraud. Carvalho as backup as well. I've seen reports saying he will come in for depth on the front three. Yeah, so with the Carvalho thing, I got it right. Yeah. Let me get it up. So with the Carvalho thing, where is it? I did have it. I've got it somewhere. Right. So Liverpool are planning to use Fabio Carvalho as a forward option this season, but with a view of playing him in the midfield in the longer term. So make of that what you will, guys. Make of that what you will. This comes from Paul Joyce himself. This comes from Paul Joyce. So this is the most reliable person we can take it from. So Liverpool are planning to use Carvalho as a forward option this season, but they have a view of playing in midfield in the longer term. So make of that what you will, guys, because a lot of people will just say that means we're not buying a forward and we're using Carvalho there. And then when we buy a forward, he'll be put into midfield. Because if you read the comments on this, you will see on Twitter, the comments on this on Twitter are like, well, that just means we're not buying a forward then. And he's going to play, he's just going to be the deputy striker. We're wasting money again. Oh, it's just typical FSG. No, maybe it just means that young players always play at a position at first, then slot into their position as they grow a bit older. That's what it means. I think people look too in depth. They look too in depth. Harvey Elliott was used as a wide out player in the beginning of his Liverpool career, went to Blackburn and played on the wide areas. Now he plays in the midfield areas because he's got that little bit of experience. When you're a young player, you sometimes play in multiple positions till you get the grasp of playing one position when you get a bit older and stronger. Now, at the moment, Carvalho would be more suited for me in them forward areas. But in a year or two, I can see Carvalho slotting in to that attacking 8 position that everyone keeps saying we need. This is why I'm saying, if you look at Jurgen Klopp, Right, let's pretend we're Jurgen Klopp for a moment and not a Liverpool fan. So, us as Liverpool fans, we demand the world because it's the club we support. But let's take that away from us right now and just pretend we're Jurgen Klopp for a minute and we see these boys in training every single day of the week. And you're Jurgen Klopp for a minute. And you're sitting there this summer in your office with all the team. You got all your team around you, loads of you in the office. You're going through the squad, where we need to improve, what we need to do. And he's looking at the midfield area. He sees Thiago and Fabinho there. And he's like, well, they're my two stars. Thiago and Fabinho are my two stars. I've got Hendo there, my captain, my leader that I can always rely on. I've got Harvey Elliott, who I absolutely love, who's a tremendous talent, and who, don't forget, Jurgen Klopp puts in every time he's got a chance. I think Harvey Elliott will play a lot next season. Harvey Elliott is not a defensive midfielder. He's an attacking-minded midfielder. Curtis Jones, who I think Klopp really rates, is an attacking-minded midfielder. Carvalho, by sounds of it, he's going to play mostly the forward areas next season. But in the future, for me, will probably be an attacking 8 midfielder. So I know a lot of people are going on about we need this attacking 8 midfielder, right? Personally, I think we do as well. I want us to get a midfielder, gets in the box, finishes off crosses, gets there for the, runs in late in the box, get goals. What if Klopp's thinking, I am going to give Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones far more football time next season? Now, I know a lot of people say that a lot of people rate Curtis Jones above Harvey Elliott. A lot of people do. Personally, I think Harvey Elliott's got a higher ceiling, but that's just my opinion. But what if Klopp's like, do you know what? I'm going to play these two boys far more next season, because I think if I play them more next season, if I give them like 30 games next season, I reckon if I give them that amount of football time, that amount of game time, they will get goals for me and be very pivotal in our midfield. Now, if that was the case, guys, and you knew Harvey Elliott or Curtis Jones will go to be the main attacking 8 in our midfield next season, and we went and bought a defensive-minded midfielder, because this is what I think Liverpool are going to do next season. I think Jurgen Klopp wants to go back to a bit more of the heavy metal kind of football. I think he wants to go back to that high pressing, high intensity, high attacking football. And the reason I think he wants to do that next season, because we got 5 substitutions. Because we've got 5 subs in FA Cup, League Cup, Premier League and Champions League. In every competition next season, you've got the 5 substitution rule. I think Jurgen Klopp's thinking about, you know what? I know we used to get quite a few injuries playing this way, but this team is fit as a fiddle now. And with the 5 substitution rule, I think I can just go a bit more, we can go a bit more direct, a bit more in your face next season. I think that's how Klopp wants to go, because I see us, the midfielders I see us linked to are all defensive-minded midfielders. I don't see us linked to any attacking-minded midfielder out there. I don't really see any of it. I mean, Tuchemeni, don't forget Tuchemeni is a defensive-minded midfielder that we was linked to early part of the summer. He's a defensive-minded midfielder. We're now linked to Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips is the defensive-minded midfielder. We are also linked to Sangara from PSV, a defensive kind of midfielder. Because I think Jurgen Klopp wants that battling midfield that wins the ball back, defends really well in the midfield area, wins the ball back really quickly and unleashes it to attacking players straight away, like we sort of did before with Jurgen Klopp. And because we've got the 5 substitution rule now, I think that's where he's going. I think that's why he wants Núñez up front. That's why he wants Núñez up front. He wants Núñez in the 9 role because of his pace and his agility. And it's not about his build-up play. I know everyone keeps going on about his build-up play, but that's not what he wants to buy him for. He wants to buy him because of his agility and his pace and his finishing. So we get the ball to him quickly and he can go. Diaz on the left, that's what Diaz wants to do. Diaz doesn't want to play slow tempo possession football. He wants to get the ball and go. So does Mo. And I think if you look at the midfielders we have actually been linked with this summer, they're all defensive-minded midfielders. Every single one of them. Sangara, at PSV. Tuchemeli was a defensive kind of midfielder, and so was Calvin Phillips. I am in the opinion that we will buy Calvin Phillips from Leeds United. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we'll go buy Calvin Phillips from Leeds United. I wouldn't be surprised if we bought Nunes, Phillips, and Ramsey this summer. That would be our three, because Carvalho would have already come as well, and Diaz was in January. I think that'd be our summer. I really do. I think Ramsey will come in at right back. I have a massive feeling we're going to get Calvin Phillips. I think there's a lot of interest there. And if the price is right, we'll do it. If not, I think we're going to look at Sangara at PSV, who has a 37.5 million buyout clause. So we'll do that instead. But I think Phillips is the number one target. And Sangara is the second after Tuchemeni. I think Tuchemeni was always the number one target for Liverpool. Liverpool were very, very interested. This is what makes me say this, guys. Think about it. We were so interested in Tuchemeni. It was real interest as well. Real Monaco in the end wanted 80 to 100 million euros for him. Liverpool ain't going to do that business. So look at the other two options, Calvin Phillips and Sangara, that have been linked with. We want that defensive-minded midfielder because I do believe Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones are the two midfielders Jurgen Klopp's going to be looking at next season to be that attacking number 8 in our midfield three. Think about it, guys. Why are we only linked to defensive midfielders? I think Klopp wants to go back to that more full throttle, heavy metal, gegenpressing football that we played before. But because we've got the 5 substitution rule now, it will stop the injury problem. And you can do that better. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Gnabry is coming as well. I don't see Gnabry coming. He turned down 250k a week at Bayern, Borussia Dortmund. We don't even offer that at the moment in our club. Ali Sport Pup, happy birthday. I respected Churchill until he brought on Kepa for the Carabao Cup final. Yeah, exactly. Who is better at quizzes, you or Lauren? Me. Lauren will tell you that herself. Here's the video, Aaron. There you go. Oh, well done, Pablo. Big up, Pablo. There's the video, Aaron. Aaron said if you're still about, guys, if you're still about, that's the video. It shows you how to, if you're on an iOS device, you can't find the join button, how to join membership on YouTube's friend. Sam is, he's not, I like Sam. Let's not have no thing on new Sam. Sam's decent. Friend, be kind, yeah. Look, Sam's decent. I like Sam. Very passionate. A lot of people don't agree with his things, but at least he backs up what he says all the time and he doesn't change his mind. So I've got to respect that. I like Sam. No, nothing about him. I'll come in peace, but lest the girls allow disrespect. Savage, I know what I'm buying for your birthday, man. I'm going to buy you the girls allowed greatest hits and post it out to you, my friend. Please don't hate on each other on YouTube, you guys. No, exactly. I love you, Jamie. Not as much as mine, Salah. I'll take that, Froggy. Froggy, I'll take that. I'll take that, my friend. I'll take that. I absolutely take it. You'll add your opinion, but no hate. Yeah, no hate, guys. No hate. Everyone can have their. You can have your opinion. Just be nice about it, you know. As I said, Sam, this is football. Great guy, passionate guy. I want him to come on the channel eventually. We were meant to do something last Saturday, but unfortunately on my end, I couldn't fulfill that time and slot. Something happened and I couldn't do it. But hopefully we'll get him on the channel soon, guys. I love him. He's a great guy. I can see Millie being the new Ronnie Moran at Liverpool, even in the winter. Millie in his shorts. No trackies, yeah. Same. Sorry, this my rant. It's done. Good, friend. Good. Sam, how you doing, my friend? Big up, everyone smash the likes. How you doing? Let's see if 1-0 laugh out of that. We're almost 2 weeks on, my friend. Jamie, did you catch up on CJ playing for England 21s? I haven't, mate. I'm going to do it after this video, I promise. Heirs of the Cop, I promise I'll have a look after this video. I'll have a look. You can rant, don't call our creators plans. You never know who works for them. Call out what you want. Yeah, exactly. Just be nice about it. Just be nice about it, guys. Yeah, Nico looked good for Wales, definitely did. Nico showed great potential for us. Remember that Watford assist? Yeah, I do. Fans going on, Nico was discussing. It certainly was. Oh my God, my chat. I've got so much to get through in the chat, guys. You guys going great guns in the chat today. I think Nico could develop under Klopp. So do I. I just don't think Nico's going to be around to be here. That's the only problem. Nico got treated unfairly and did mess with his confidence. Certainly did. 5 subs is so big, but really means we need a good bench. Exactly. Good afternoon, Gary, my friend. 10K before the end of the year. I could see you doing it. I wish. I mean, I know what we in June, so we've got 6 months. If I got 10K in 6 months, that'd be a serious party. Like and share the stream, Jay. Help Jamie reach his goal. Big up to you guys. Back for a bit. Matthew's back for a bit. How you doing, Matty boy? How you all doing? We're doing good, Matty boy. We're doing good. Has this clown been gone yet, guys? Get off the heroin. What does that even mean? Do I look like a heroin addict? Too much fat on this body for me to be a heroin addict, my friend. Now, hopefully this clan is being blocked and reported. Neil, please phrase that differently. Hey, Liz. Matthew. I've seen reports that Fabio will start in the front line and eventually get shifted in the midfield. Yeah. See, I went this far back. I've been speaking about all this, but you guys already spoke about it. Jamie, do you watch the Anfield Agenda with Craig? It's a great Liverpool channel. I do. I do. I find it a bit cringe sometimes. But he's a great guy. The abuse he gets is out of order. He's only just doing a job. He's only just doing YouTube videos, and for some reason people take it too far. I do like him though. He's a good guy. He's a great guy. This geezer again. What's up with people in the UK without Scouser accent supporting Liverpool? Why they not support the team where they live? So, in your definition, Neil, that would mean that Liverpool would be one of the smallest supported clubs in the world if only Scousers could support Liverpool. So if you're telling me the city of Liverpool, which is not a massive city, by the way, only they could support Liverpool, so we'd be a tiny club. So you're not allowed to support any club worldwide, yeah? I don't get that. Mate, I've supported Liverpool for 30 years. 30 years. And by the sounds of it, the way you're typing and writing comments, you're probably not even that age. So I've been supporting the club 30 years, all my life. I'm 40 years old. I've been supporting them since I was 10 years old of age. Love them as much as I love my family and kids. They mean that much to me, my friend. Doesn't matter where you're from. It's called a worldwide sport. Oh, I get sick of that. Absolutely sick of it. Get sick of it. I'm getting absolutely sick of it. I think Taki going to leave United for 15 mil. Klopp is finger 2.0 with non-ruthlessness enough. Oh, what I'm saying with Klopp and ruthlessness, I just don't think he can afford to be. Breaking news: Real Madrid have a full agreement on Tchouaméni for £100 million. There we go, guys. So we were serious on Tchouaméni, but £100 million? Nah. Yeah, David Allstein. If David Allstein has said it's true. Yeah, too much. Too much for £100 million is ridiculous. Congratulations, Stephen. Well done, Stephen. Douglas, that is mad money. 100 million, yes. Big up, Stephen. That is stupid money. Good we didn't pay that 100 million. Wow, yes, I remember Trevor Weaver in the house. Big up, Trevor Weaver. Sangara and Benzema would cost less than Tchouaméni. Exactly. Do you think Liverpool will buy a midfielder? I think. See, I just had my rant a minute ago. Talk about me. I'm so far behind these comments. You guys already spoke about it. Philip Bidwell in the house. In my opinion, Núñez is not quite an £85 million player. But if we could get him for cheaper, I'd be happy. I agree. I don't want to pay anything more than 60 million for Núñez. I think people are too reactionary sometimes. Klopp likes versatility. I agree. Without looking at hindsight, we all wanted Werner over Jai. This is true. because we thought Diogo wasn't good enough. We should reserve judgment on Darwin because we could end up eating hella humble pie. And I hope we eat humble pie, Black Hammer. Black Hammer, I hope we eat the biggest humble pie and custard ever. Because, yeah, you're so right, my friend. You're very right, Black Hammer. You're very right. Imagine midfield three of Bellingham, Carvalho, and Fabinho. Stop that, Black Hammer. It's early. It's early, and we're still, pre-watershed. Let's chill on that. Pre-watershed moment. Shaqiri. What happened to young players? A few of them played during that injury hit season. Are you on about Nico Williams and Reece Williams? Well, Reece Williams is just, I don't think, good enough. Nico went on loan at Fulham. Elliott is a better player. Madrid playing over 100 million Tuchel is just crazy. Curtis is the better player. So here's what I'm saying. Everyone's split on the Curtis Harvey Elliott stuff. And I don't mind it either, to be honest, because they're both very good footballers. So we're lucky to have both of them, in my opinion. I would like to see the kids come on regularly in domestic cups in the second half of subs. In the Prem, we are controlling games until they are trusted, I agree. Heavy metal football with Nunes in the front three. Heavy metal football with Gary, said twice, man. How are people putting Carvalho above Curtis or Harvey who are playing for Fulham? Curtis and Harvey have been playing one of the best teams in the world. This levels. Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. I mean, just to have all three of them is going to be amazing, ain't it? Just to have all three of them in that team is going to be great. To have, we still need to replace Wijnaldum. He was so underrated and goes to control midfield and won the ball back so quickly and stopped us from being prone to a counter. It's very true. Very true. I think that's why we're looking at Calvin Phillips or a Sangara. I'm telling you. I think that's why we're doing it. We need an attacking minded midfielder to complement the defensive minded midfielders. Liverpool will have an outlet with Nunes. With Wijnaldum, he gave us legs. Our midfield at the moment doesn't have leg hints against better teams. Our midfield gets overrun. I 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. I mean, it only happens against the elite side. So, like against Man City, when we play Man City, guys, you see that their midfield always outruns our midfield because they're a bit more superior, younger, more leggy in that area. Yeah, I do agree with that. I do agree. Early Klopp heavy metal football with 5 stars. I mean, the ball haven't been going through from fast goal kits, counter attacks since Genie left. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, guys. Think about the midfielders we're looking at. I think I've caught up now. Look at the midfielders we're looking at, guys. This is what I'm saying. Heavy metal football, hopefully it's back to do defensive, one attacking bid, and we'll put the team to the front three. This is what I'm saying. Do you see what I'm getting at, guys? This is what I'm getting at. Look at all the midfielders you got. I think you guys are starting to think, hang on, Jamie's right. Look at the midfielders we've been linked with. We were linked with Tchouaméni, and we were heavily linked with Tchouaméni. We had serious interest in Tchouaméni. The reason we didn't go for him is because, like Doug just said, Real Madrid, Monaco are after £100 million, and that's what Real Madrid have just paid. Look at the midfielders we're looking at now. Sangara and Kelvin Phillips are both defensive-minded players. You put Kelvin Phillips, who's homegrown, by the way, so it helps the quota. Kelvin Phillips and Fabinho in a back two, in a defensive-minded pivot, yeah. And you can also play, by the way, you can play Thiago further forward in that attacking role because he's got the passing ability. Can you imagine the assists he could get, Thiago, if he is further forward? And then you play the front three and you just go all at it, blitz football, because you've got the 5 sub rule. This is why Klopp has wanted 5 subs, guys. This is why he's wanted 5 subs. I really, truly believe this is the way he wants to play. The ever football is gone for us. Klopp has flogged the running horse to the ground. I don't know, Sophia. Think about it, my man. He wants defensive-minded midfielders. We've not been linked with any attacking midfielders this summer. Not one. Every midfielder we're linked with is defensive-minded. I do honestly believe he wants to play 2 defensive midfielders and an attacking midfielder behind the front three. And that is why I think Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott will play a lot of football next season. Look at all the midfielders we're interested in. If we was interested, if we weren't going to play that way, I'd say, why aren't we looking at an attacking 8? We're not looking at one. which tells me he wants to play that high intensity, even higher. Because don't forget, if you look back at Liverpool's season this season, even last season, we turned into a possession-based team, didn't we? We turned into a possession-based side where we had like 60, 70% of possession most games. All right? Still playing high intensity because we pushed the team really high up the pitch doing it. But we played a very high intense possession-based game. Where you play that sort of like heavy metal Klopp style football, where you can play counter-attacking football. So we can't really play counter-attacking football because we haven't got the defensive midfielders to play it. But if you say you have a Calvin Phillips with a Fabinho and you play that counter-attacking football, you've got a better defensive base. Plus with Calvin Phillips, you've got more legs in midfield because he's quite quick and can move around in midfield. I think that's the way he wants to go. I seriously do. That's what I'm saying. We're all linked to defensive-minded midfielders, which is true why we need midfields and more rotation. Nunez is a top baller. Really hope we sign him. So Glenn, big up Glenn. How you doing, my friend? Me too, Glenn. And everyone who's new to the chat today, guys, and new to the channel, if it's your first time in, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. My goal is to get to 2,000 subscribers before the start of the Premier League season. So I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the 6th of August. So let's try our best to get there if we can, guys. And I'd appreciate all of you subscribing to the channel, liking this video, all the good stuff, guys. Remember, I've got another video tonight. Tonight's video is the Germany versus England watch-along, guys. So make sure you're all tuned into that as well. The England-Germany watch-along tonight at 7:40 p.m. So we're on 1,530 subs right now, guys. So I have had some new subs in so far while we've been live. So, guys, thank you very much for subbing to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Hessa, hello, my friend. Done. I'd say Nico just wants to play football regularly. I agree, friend. Philip says, I think Nico needs to leave. He's too good to be full choice central defender. Agree. Right, sorry, Jamie. It took a while to ban him. I was making some breakfast. Big up. DJ in the house, what's your top 3 summer wish list? So for me, it would be a right back, which would probably be Calvin Ramsey, because I think with the 5 substitution rule, you know, if you brought in Calvin Ramsey, you can take Trent off and rest him sometimes. You're not burning Trent out. A midfielder, I like Calvin Phillips. I think he'll be perfect for this system and the way we play, because I think Jurgen Klopp is going to use Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones as them attacking 8 midfielders. And then a Nunez up front. I'm on the Darwin Nunez train. Let's just get that Darwin Nunez train now. I weren't on it before. I'm on it now. Let's just do it. Darwin Nunez on the train. And that'll be that. And then we go from there. I think we might need 2 attackers, but let's see how we go on there. Worldwide fan base. Big up, Colin. Big up, Colin, my friend. How you doing, Colin? Hope you're doing well, mate. Some of the Anfield agenda quotes are mad, especially from Paddy. Just cringe. Yeah, is that the other geezer that does it with him? A lot of the watch-alongs to that. I like him. Don't get me wrong. Great channel. Great channel. Works his arse off. Absolutely works his arse off. That's Craig. Some of the things that I mean, just what I think with Craig, he looks at the bad comments all the time. You know, he might have hundreds and hundreds of good comments coming through on the live chat, but he always picks out the bad ones and just goes a bit over the top with them. And so, just, you know, you're all right, man. You're all right. Glenn says, new to your channel, pal. Glenn from Dublin, up the mighty red. Big up, Glenn. How you doing, my friend? Yeah, subscribe to the channel, my friend. So, Glenn, for everyone who's new, who's subscribed today, or just new to the channel in general, and they think about subscribing. So, on my channel, I do a video every single day of the week. You get a live video. I always go live. Sometimes I post the pre-recorded video up, but I mostly go live. And you always get your time with me. I always usually go around 2 hours. I'm an hour and 45 minutes in now. And I always like to read out your comments, guys. You know, I like to read out your comments. I like your opinions and everything as well. I always take what you guys say, you know, and respect what you say at the same time. And I do watch along, so I've got a watch along tonight. Germany England game, 7:40 p.m. on the channel. Doing a watch along for that. When the season starts back up, I will be doing every single Liverpool watch along. Cup games, Premier League, Champions League, everything. I do match reaction videos, match preview videos. I do post-match call-in shows. So after the big Liverpool games, after every single Liverpool game, going from next season, we will do a post-match call-in show where you guys can come in. I have a panel of guests, and then you guys can come in and have your quick say on what you thought about that game as well. So, and then we do, and as it's the summer at the moment, we're doing a transfer gossip sort of style videos. Also, I've got coming up on the channel, just taking a little bit of time because I've got to make sure I get it all correct. But I'm doing a season review from 2010 to the season that's just finished, because we're going back to the Roy Hodgson time and seeing how bad it actually was to what it is now. So, yeah, look out for them videos coming this summer as well. Also, pre-season, I'll be bringing you all the pre-season games on watch alongs as well, including Liverpool versus Man United in July as well in the pre-season in Asia. So look out for all that on the channel, guys. Please subscribe, please like. And yeah, memberships are also available there if anyone fancies becoming a member to the channel, a Team OG member, like the mod mother right there, Liz Golden, who is a member as well to the channel. So big up, Glenn. If people have a problem with fans worldwide, means that they should have a problem with our diverse group of players. And yeah, exactly. Del Boy in the house. How you doing, Del Boy? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Jamie, would you take Luis Suarez back? No. On the one year, there was replacement for Marlon and go for a number one choice and some. No. I'd rather go and get Lewandowski for 1 year than have Luis Suarez. Hell to the no. One, you can't go back to your ex. I keep telling you that. Never go back. This is a life lesson as well. Never go back to your ex. So he left the club, and let's face it, he left the club. He played extremely well that season, but he went to the World Cup and did things that weren't right. And yeah, and at Liverpool at the same time, the biting, the racism. Yeah, I don't want that back at our football club. No, thank you. Secondly, as well, the man's legs are gone. The man's legs are gone. He won't be able to compete in Premier League. So no. That midfield is fantastic. It's a bit. It's pre-watershed though. You know, when post-watershed, we need to get past that 9 p.m. curfew before we can talk about that midfield. Remember, Diaz was 80 million. We got him on the cheap. Exactly. That's why I think we'll get Núñez on the cheap. Well, in a way, we can call it cheap. Is Taki a free agent now? I will miss the lad now. Where the goal was. No, he's not a free. He's still got time in his contract, Glenn. He's still got time in his contract. Yeah. I've got a feeling Taki will stay at the club. I don't think he'll go. Who will replace Sadio Mane? This is the Positional Play podcast. Big up the Positional Play podcast. Welcome in, my guys. Hope you're doing well. Right, so I get asked this all the time. Who's going to replace Mane? Luis Diaz is the Mane's replacement. And then I know people say, well, Mane plays centre forward. Mane was never a centre forward. He played on the left-hand side, but Luis Diaz was a better left-hand. Luis Diaz was his replacement who played on the left, pushed Mane into the middle. So I think, in a way, Diaz is Mane's replacement, but I can understand people saying it's not because Mane plays through the middle now. So Darwin Núñez will be Mane's replacement. So whatever the matter is, look, the word replacement is that I don't really like the word replacement in a way because you can't replace Sadio Mane for me for what he's done to Liverpool Football Club. But we can just buy a player that comes in and fills his space. That's how I like to play it. That's how I like to say it. And that instead of replaced, if that makes sense. If that makes sense to you, my friend. Del Boy says, Jamie, you guys been in Saka along with City. Yeah, we spoke about that a bit earlier on. Del Boy was saying about Saka. Apparently Arsenal are offering 200 grand plus a week, which I think is mad. And if I was Liverpool and City, I'd wait till January. If Saka's still not signed a contract by January, I think Arsenal then have a problem because Saka's agent would just tell them to wait till next season when you've got a year left for City and Liverpool to come and get you on a bit cheaper. I think that's how it's going to go. If he signs a new contract, it's going to be for over new £200 a week at Arsenal, which I think is madness. Just mad. Cannibal settings activated. Who would your number one sign him this summer, Jamie? For me, it'd be Núñez, especially if we sell Mane. Yeah, if Mane's going, I'd say it's Núñez. I would say it's Núñez. Real signed Tuchemani for €100 million, said Leo. Yeah, it's madness. Absolute madness. I mean, considering that Monaco were happy to take 50 million for him at the beginning of the summer. That's why Liverpool was so interested. And then Monaco were like, oh, hang on. Real Madrid have got money. And they're very interested. They're like, right, it's now 100 million euros. And Liverpool were like, we're out. And Real Madrid are like, Taki is under contract to 2024, yeah. Cater and Jones don't have the pace to play in the midfield free. They don't track runners, don't have the defensive know-how, and that's a genie ad. Not their fault. We need to. This is what I'm saying, Stephen. So if you have a Fabinho and Calvin Phillips there, that's two defensive-minded. That's two DMs. You wouldn't need really the third player to be that defensive kind of midfielder. They'd have a bit more freedom to go on further up the field to do their thing. That's why I'm saying you get a Calvin Phillips there and a Fabinho, and then you got Henderson can be used as a number 6 as well if one of them need to come out. And then you can have a Curtis or a Harvey Elliott, say, can get further forward and do their thing without having to worry about so much about the defensive responsibilities behind them, because you've got like a Calvin Phillips and a Fabinho there, if that makes sense to you. If that makes sense, Stephen. If it don't, let me know, my man. Let me know. The bloodline. Savage, is this you again? Savage, let me know if that's you. If it's not, then the bloodline is welcome. We are the ones. He's dominating WWE. Big up the bloodline. If anyone knows wrestling as well, everyone knows the bloodline. Afternoon, Jamie. You've seen England fans trouble in Germany. Must be our fans again. Oh, yeah, I know. So let me just talk about this a minute, yeah? So all these fans, I want to know where all these fans on social media are now. So I think Mike Green, I'm not going to shout him out too much. I had to block him on Twitter. So someone called Mike Green is a Man United fan. I think Chris knows him. Chris Welch knows him. I had to block him on Twitter. So he came out with some nonsense on Twitter blaming Liverpool fans for the disaster that happened in France, where now we all know it had nothing to do with Liverpool fans, and UEFA have apologised, yeah? By the way, UEFA only apologised because Real Madrid said it happened to them as well. But UEFA apologised, yeah? Too late, no one cares. But where are all these people now with the England outrage? With the England fans being racist out in Germany and doing that the Bombers song and all that and causing off havoc? Where's all the outrage now, guys? Where is the national outrage from you rival fans, eh? Where's the national outrage now? There ain't any. Do you know why there's no national outrage now? Because it was you lot that were bloody saying that it was Liverpool fans in Paris, because you lot are the ones doing it now out in Germany. You're disgusting. And I hate every single one of you. You disgust me. Absolute disgust me. You put a great club down. Oh, it's all Liverpool, Liverpool this, Liverpool that, causing problems. When it weren't. When it wasn't. It was UEFA and the French authorities' this disgusting way they treated Liverpool fans in France for the Champions League final. But national outrage, everyone on social media, Liverpool fans. But when England go and do it in Germany and sing disgusting songs, racist songs about Germany, and kick off a stream and kick off everything in Germany, there's no talk, is there? There's no talk. Where are you all now? Disgusts me. Absolutely disgusts me. That's my rant over. I hate it. I hate it. Never see anything about it when it's England, do you? But when it's Liverpool, I can't take it. Like and share the stream, guys. James is getting sappy. As Callum would say, Bun Nunes. Stephen Duffy, are you an Everton fan? Always hating on our players. He's all right, Stephen. Stephen's a member of the channel. He's a big man. He's a big man. He's a big man. He's good. Everyone's allowed an opinion, guys. Everyone's allowed their opinion. It would be more suited to a four-man midfield. One's opinion as a talks about three. Jamie, you should do drafts like a panel, like the best European players draft. You know, it's a good idea, my man. I had something like that already sort of lined up. Feel free join members team OG. It's friendly banter and chat. Be outraging pop promoting the memberships there. Here's of the cop. If you can review or debate my point of view, doesn't spare my opinion. Hey, yeah, it's all be nice, guys. It's all be nice. It's all be nice. Liz using all the emojis there. Memberships have its privileges. The mod mother using her everything there. Big up, Liz. We're getting a striker. Jamie replaced Milner. Klopp wants a striker. I like the OC or Orange County. I don't know what you mean. Steve Duffy. Okay, let's go. Curtis stepped up in January. We've got a couple of moments. What do you want? That's it. Yeah, agree to disagree, guys. Just agree to disagree. I like the odds, but I think his time is up at FC. Rumours that West Ham and Southampton are interested. Yeah, I've been saying for a while now, Glenn, that I can see the Ox at West Ham. I really can. I can see the Ox at West Ham. I really, really can. Really see him at West Ham. Glenn, I think Ox would be a good fit at West Ham. There you go. Gertzer for Mane, Brandit for Salah, Lewis for Simicast, Saar for Jota, Tushimeni for CM Jamie. 3 games out of 9 teams, not very consistent, is it? Was cutable for several goals we conceded this season. Not his fault, more suited to midfield 4, in my opinion. Fair point. More points Klopp sees these players every day, and I don't rate Naby, but I don't see them every day, and I'm not a top manager. You've got to back your own players. I'm slowly taking a liking to Nunes. Elbow cough. Who cuts on Naby? Jamie C for British Airways both called to Shemeni. Yeah. We were very in for him. There's no doubt about it. We were really, really in for Tushimeni, but 100 million, we're not going to touch. Stephen say we're not allowed to particularly criticize. I know you can, Stephen. Look, guys. I respect all your decisions, guys. Just be nice in the chat. We can all agree to disagree. Steve can have his say. Here's the cop. Can you have your say? Just like agree to disagree, guys. It's all good. Stephen has valid points. Here's the cop has valid points, in my opinion. Just leave it as that, guys. Much love to both of you. Get him, Jamie. Yeah, Severian, I just don't get that. You had that massive blitz that it's all Liverpool's fault when it turns out it weren't. And then they go to Germany, and where's the outcry? Where is the outcry from the same people that had to go to Liverpool? Where is the same outcry? That's what I want to know. It disgusts me. You just need a bulldozer forward so Nunes can get signed, I guess. Steve, in touch your opinion, respectfully. Man United don't know anything about being in Champions League. I'll stop supporting England, Jamie. Sick of the treatment us Liverpool fans get from others, as well as the race to be over. Players get from us fans too. Agree, Jasmine. We should do a squad swap deal with Man City, then we'll win the title. Let's go, yes, I am. Where is the distance? There. Bloodline, please go and subscribe to Saint LFC TV. Is this Ish? Ish, is that you, my friend? Is that you? Because I've just seen, he said, go subscribe to Saint LFC TV. Ish, is that you, my friend? I know someone. That is someone I definitely know. That bloodline is someone. Yeah, I know, definitely know him. Man, shit. I like your comment. 80s Reds. Listen to Uncle Jamie, guys. Chillax. Stephen, I know you. General statement. Jamie, PSG and Liverpool wanted Tuchel, but he only wanted Madrid. You can't say anything if he wants one club. Yeah, exactly. Like Thiago only wanted us, he didn't want to go anywhere. I totally agree with that, Ali. And at the end of the day, and 100 million, I think, it's just out of our reach as well. It's because people hate Liverpool, Jamie. Exactly. It's us. That's why they cannot wait to go to Qatar for a shock. It's Kevin. Big up, Kevin. Part of the bloodline now, Kevin. Kevin's part of the bloodline, is he now? Changed his name up. Big up, Kevin. Jamie, should I time out Kevin? No. Kevin's golden. We will never all agree, but we can all be respectful. Yeah, exactly. Guys, I love you all. I love you all, guys. Heirs of the Cop, love you. Stephen, love you too. We can all agree, disagree on things, and it's just the way football is, ain't it? We can all agree, disagree stuff. And I went to Qatar for the World Cup. They don't mess around there. England fans better behave. Yeah, exactly. Jamie, we agreed a fee for Tuchel for less, but they wanted Madrid and Mbappe deal spoiled it. Yeah. Big up, everyone. Big up. God, the mod mother, Liz Golden. Have a great day, Liz. Guys, that's going to be it from me as well. I am back at 7:40 p.m. tonight for the Germany versus England watch along. Should be a good one, guys. Hope you guys can actually join me for it. I'd really appreciate if you guys can join me for it and have a bit of fun together watching the Germany thrash England in the Nations League watch along, guys. So hopefully you guys can join me for that. I really appreciate you guys spending your afternoon with me today for a couple of hours. I do appreciate it, as always, guys. England fans are arrested for making that. It's just ridiculous, ain't it? Have a great day. You too, Glenn, my friend. Big up Kevin as well, the new member of the bloodline. Peace out from the pool later. You never walk home. Big up, as I got. Deuces. Right, camera. Peace out. We are the one. Big up all of you. Big up all of you. I'll see you tonight, 7:40 p.m. on the channel, guys. 7:40 p.m. on the channel tonight, guys. We go again. Big up, everyone. Thank you for spending 2 hours with me this afternoon. Go and get some lunch now. That's an order. Go and get some lunch. Enjoy the rest of your day.